Welcome to the Loud Lounge.
Welcome to the Loud Lounge.
Loud Lounge.
Welcome to the Loud Lounge.
This is the Loud Lounge. Come chill at the Loud
We are
Lounge.
chilling at the Loud Lounge.
Welcome back to the Loud Lounge. So we're here with Selector Frey, yours truly, Chong Lee, Hafiz, and Luke. So Luke, tell us more about your experience on Hustler's Paradise. Did you have trouble with your lines? What was your ups and downs?
Well, pretty much everything is pretty much platformed out. It's nice and neat, but he gives you your stuff like ahead of time, so you got time to mastermind it. But a lot of times I never did it. So when it's time to get on set, you gotta be on your A game, because a lot of other people might mess up. You might do good, or you do good, they mess up. You gotta go back and forth. So you try to do a 1 take, 2 take, and just get out of the way. So the faster you do it, you could go on to other things. But the experience of doing it is like, it's something nice to do, especially like I said, when you don't know, it's unpredictable when you got something coming at you. So you gotta read it, and you gotta put it in your perspective, and you gotta match it to the person who you're with. So everybody's gotta pretty much adapt. So the first time doing it, everybody was kind of, pretty much not nervous, but a little shaky. So as you get to do it more and more, it's like it's hitting it right off the tee. So just like how you're saying Hustler's Paradise season 1, it was kind of shaky. So season 2 is like people's on go, standby, just we're ready. So it's like everybody's waiting for it. So we just gotta give it to them.
And you didn't have no previous acting, like this was your first, because when I watch it, it's hard to find somebody that seems so natural. And to me, before I was even in it, you just seem so natural, and I don't feel like you're reading a script, where sometimes people could feel like they're reading a script. You didn't have no prior acting gigs or nothing.
So when I'm doing it, I'm not looking at a camera, I'm not filming, I'm just doing it. So when a lot of people be like, oh, Hafiz, I want to do something, they'll, all right, write this out. Then you look in the cameras and you're looking at the camera. You're not even supposed to look at the camera, you're just supposed to focus on what you're doing. Yeah. So a lot of people, they get camera shy, that's called camera shy. So you saying you want to do it and then doing it, so this is not even around a lot of people. So you start shaking and I can't do this. People are like, what? All right, we got to put him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a lot of people, so everybody wants to be that person. Yeah. So that's the irritating part. So if you just come in and be normal, you might be able to be that person. You know what I'm saying?
You did it real well. Like, I really wouldn't. It feels real. It's hard to find that, I'm sure, for you.
Yeah. So one of the things what Luke's saying is that when I write the script, I give it to everyone ahead of time, and then I tell them put it into their own words. Say how you said, because I write with a U.S. dialect, right? I grew up in the States. So I write with a U.S. dialect. I tell them, say how you would say it. And that's why it feels real, because he's talking how he would speak.
Yeah, you're more comfortable.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
And what's the gift to him is you could pick out somebody and they might not be that person, but we're gonna groom you to that person. Yeah. So even if you're not that good, we're gonna make you, comfortable and confident. So then they'll be like, oh, it seemed like it was hard, but then it gets easier, then easier, then easier. Then he hooks you out. So like, you're not coming with an empty stomach. We got chicken there. We got drinks.
One thing I must say, Hafiz hooks you up.
Yeah, it's gonna make
sandwiches,
sure
chicken,
so
everything was there. I had a ball.
Nervous.
I was looking forward to the food.
Shout out to the sponsors. So if you get nervous after you ate, you might err or something, because you gotta, so you get that VIP treatment.
Definitely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So with me, it's not even about, if paper comes in the long run, so be. But we're doing this as a team, like, you know what I'm saying? This is interesting. This is something for me to do. Bermuda is nothing to do. Nothing at all. So if he calls me, if I'm not driving or got someone, I'm there.
Now,
you know what I'm saying? So
talking about your role and the acting role that you now took on, can we see you in doing other projects? Because this is just your start. Where you said this is the beginning, who knows where you could go? Are you open for other parts if people call you?
I'm an entrepreneur, so I work for myself, so I'm not going to tell somebody, oh, I'm going to take off if somebody calls me.
He ain't going to tell me no. So, he already know. He already know. Whatever I'm writing, he in it.
So that's like my logo is TWT, time will tell, so time will tell for anything.
Now, I don't know if this is a spoiler alert, but I'm just gonna ask: do you see yourself venturing out in your roles, meaning like making you guys phase out where you become like the big top bosses, where you're like wearing these suits now and you're laid back, and then pushing like maybe your son? I want to see Luke become one of that, like in a suit or something. Or
I mean, it's
like
definitely. I mean, well, if you,
I rock
if,
suits, that ain't nothing. I'm talking about jets and all that. We're flying
Right,
down
that's what I'm
jets.
saying.
I mean, well,
like I want to see it go to that point.
there's definitely the potential is
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I got the pen, so I could craft it however. But
Yeah.
if you notice 1, 2, and 3, we start talking about the politics, and we're lobbying for the premiere, right? And we kind of donated to his campaign, right? And so come back to episode 4 and 5, you'll see what some of the twists and turns and challenges that came with us lobbying for the premiere. You know what I mean? So we put up some money for the premiere's campaign, and things tend to go left.
I can't wait to see.
You got to see episode 4 and 5 to see what happens.
Yeah, so I think this one's gonna be fire. This one is fire. Like I haven't even seen it. I'll be right beside. I'm just right there, man. I don't even look at it. So I'll be getting surprised why it was on TV just as much as the
Yeah, I try not to let.
whatever.
I know even.
Oh, good.
some
I know
shit
all
like, I
about
want to
that.
see. I want to see.
Nah.
And I think it's easier and it's better to
And it's true.
let everybody watch it at the same time.
Yeah.
And so when at the premiere, everyone is seeing it for the first time, except for myself and the other editor, as you know, obviously. But for me, it's self-rewarding in watching everyone's reactions,
Watching
even
the
the cast,
responses.
and watching their reactions, watching their facial expressions, watching to see if they caught the joke, watching the punchline.
that's the main
if,
thing.
If you know if it hit home, and that's what I'm doing. So a lot of times you see me sit all the way in the back. I'm waiting to see if they're gonna laugh when they're supposed to laugh. You know what I mean? If they're gonna feel the suspense,
Yeah.
and that's like I said, that's self-rewarding in itself.
Yeah, and now that you said that, I see what your point. Because when I first was in, I was like, no, why can't I see? I want to see. But when afterwards I saw it, I was like, okay, I got it. Like, because if I would have saw it before, it was like, hey, this is boring. So I watched it with my mom, and I was like, hey, I didn't know I did that. Da, da, da. So it was exciting.
Yeah.
So if
You're right.
if you make it predictable, the media's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you make it predictable, but then you leave suspects, and they will know. Then like, oh, so you leave them. Oh, did he get shot? Then people be like, what happened to him? Like, he's dead. I don't know. Come to the next one. You know what I'm
So what was your most memorable scene with Hafiz, if you could think of that? Like, what was one of your favorite scenes with him?
All of them.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay.
Everything's fire. Everything we touch is fire.
Okay.
I know one time he was like, yo, so this some real talk. He's like, yo, fake it to make it. I'm like, nah, we ain't faking nothing. We're going to get this. Even if we have to do this by ourselves. We got our own grips. We got our own peoples. We got, and sponsors come. They ain't coming, we're just going to ride. Eventually, they're going to come.
Yeah.
So I fly a lot. So I go all around. So I be, oh, yeah, watch this. And people be like, he's from Bermuda. First thing like, Bermuda Triangle? I was like, come down. Oh,
That's
no,
what
I ain't going to. But the minute these people and my boy out, but just doing stuff in Bermuda, then we got to go on that whatever plane, Continental, airline, British,
Yeah, Bermuda Air.
Bermuda Air. Yeah, it's gonna be like, this ain't stopping.
Of course not. And I was even telling somebody, I'm like, because I was like, come watch the Hustler's Paradise, da, 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 da. And I'm like, you guys need to support Hustler's Paradise. Like, you support, if 50 Cent was in Bermuda right now, the whole of Bermuda will come out.
That's interesting.
I even with my acting, I had somebody say, girl, why you doing it? Well, if 50 Cent was doing it, what's different from me doing it for him? That might earn people. Like, Bermudians, we need to support each other more.
That's
Because something you're
interesting.
doing is big.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say any names, right? I would hear, when I was marketing, I was trying to promote season 1. And I was trying to promote the movie, Sincere. So what I did, I sent the link, the free screening link, to a couple radio hosts. And I said, look, instead of me paying you whatever the fee is to come up and you interview me and ask me some asinine questions, right? I could tell that they haven't done their research and they're asking me simple questions. I felt like it was a waste of money. So I said, this is what I'll do. I'll pay you to watch the show, and then I'll pay to come and do an interview. That way, you'll be able to talk about and ask me questions of substance. And maybe one of them watched the show. But then they went online, they went on air and spoke about Breaking Bad, Power, for free. I'm saying, I could see if I was telling you to go watch something corny. It wasn't corny. Trust me, I got reviews that from away that's saying, yo, this is a nice show. It's a nice movie.
Yeah, and why is it like that? I wonder, like, why is it so easy for us to go watch 50? Like, I don't want to keep bringing up 50 Cent, but I'm just making a reference, like Breaking Bad or, you know, anything like that. But when it comes to our own, we're like not so supportive of it.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why you think?
I don't think it's intentional. I believe that because Bermuda so used to giving out participation trophies, right? It sort of goes with the same thing of, oh, it's a lot of talent in Bermuda. That's equivalent to a participation trophy. Oh, you put in the work, you made an album, it's good job. No, is it hot? No. Is it hot? Is it hot? Yes or no, right? So because we're so used to giving out participation trophies, there's some people that won't say what I'm saying now, but they truly believe, like most of the DJs truly believe, like, yo, y'all put out some whack trash. Right? Let's call a spade a spade.
And I can tell you from working in radio,
right? And
the hardest thing to tell a Bermudian is that his music's whack.
Right.
Or when I'm at a party, oh, you can play my song, and I was like,
yeah.
You don't want to be rude, but like, honestly, I'm not in wasting time out of my life or wasting gigabytes.
So it just goes to show us that many people that feel the same way. So they won't even give it the chance to watch.
Before you finish, we'll be right back.
There you go.
Come chill
We
at
are
the
chilling
Loud
at the
Lounge.
Loud Lounge.